So I'll show you what I do for warm-up mostly at the moment. A lot of time I'll warm up inside while my son is getting ready for bed. So I'll do some lower body stuff as well. Currently I'm working on a lot of thoracic. So this is the one from my NMT. Oh yeah, oh I hope you can hear the cracks. So side that is up, raise the heel and bend the knee, keep the hips pointed forward. I'd like to do like 6 reps per side. This side is much looser, so you can see a bit discrepancy. Oh yes. Oh baby, baby. Once we know what's wrong with the shoe, I'll whip off the mic and get them sets done so I can focus. Do my jaw exercises, a little bit of neck, a little bit of this. Where's my stick? Oh. Jiu-jitsu stole, along with being 100 plus kilos, it stole my ability to do shoulder dislocates with this. But we're getting back there. We're getting there. Oh yes. Oh, some overhead lunges. Oh yeah. You guys really like the dozer episode. It's crazy. Why don't you watch my training vlogs like that? Okay, knee is feeling good. So another few sessions and I think we'll be back to baseline. Obviously, like I was talking about, it hasn't really inhibited the training at all. A little bit on the squats, but in the grand scheme of things, it makes nothing. I think it's good to show that, because that's literally just weightlifting. That's what you have to deal with all the, sorry for burping, Jesus Christ, that's so rude. So that's what you have to deal with. Oh yeah, that's what you have to deal with all the time. And it's good to show the process. Operation squat jerk again. Must be a while. We're getting there. Okay, right leg up. Oh, better. Shit, forgot to do my external rotation. It's helping a lot. Feels a lot better already. I know my hips are rotating a little bit. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Sorry for the noises. I'm not sorry at all. Okay, sides. These are always tight. Obliques, bottom of my lats. That side's tight. You can let the heel raise on this if you get a better stretch. Side's not too bad. That side is tight. Are you inhibiting my rotation in my thoracic? Could be. Little wristy poos. Okay. Hamstrings, are you tight? Huh, not too bad. Where's my stick? Where's my stick? Anti-glass back program should be out on the app by now. Whew. Okay, arch the back. On the Sikastrength app, exclusive iOS and Android. When do people stop stretching their hamstrings? I feel like I'm culprit of that too. Ooh, there's a good one. You know who's really mobile? Ilya Ilin. Okay, we're gonna go lower back into extension. Lower back into extension. Oh, come on, hamstrings. Are we gonna pass the knee if you're not supple and free? So, for the next few sessions, I'm gonna keep doing the higher rep set with 220, just to see, literally just for fun, and to limit the loading. I just kind of want to see what I can get up to again. I think if you put a gun to my head, I'd do 10, probably. The difference between my 10 and an 11 RM is 10, 20 kilos. Make it make sense. Wait a minute. 20 kilos in favor of the 11 RM. Okay. One of the shoulders more. Brush, you need to actually do some brushing. Okay, the moment we can see the shoes. Okay. It's a barbell. A couple of muscle snatches. Oh yeah, there it is. Barbell feels like my friend. This overhead feels so much better, but yeah. These DJIs are so good. Now you know I hate free advertising, but it doesn't really matter. They're not going to pay me anyway. Whoa. Okay, let's do an overhead squat. Oh, lovely. Okay, nice. We are supple and fat. I'm joking. Okay, I'm going to put on the shoes. We'll talk through the shoes. You won't be able to see them, but I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Then I'll fuck them off, put on the ROMs, see what the lighting is like, and then we'll do our no foot snatches, maybe our heavy single, snatch pulls, back squats. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. A lot of you thought this shoe company was Weightlifting House, but it is not. I asked Seb about that before. He said maybe one day, but not anytime soon. A lot of people ask Sika if we'd ever do a weightlifting shoe, and the answer is hell no. Hell to the no. I've got a secret, right? But you cannot tell anyone. Everyone's got to be cool, okay? Just act cool. Just take what I'm saying here and just be cool. The process for Sika Sleep restarting has been restarted. It's been restocked. Not restocked, but the whole process has begun again. No date yet, but keep an eye out. Subscribe to the Sikastrength news section of the newsletter. Although, I feel quite nice actually. Let me do an overhead squat. Okay. Now. Oh, feels quite good. This literally isn't an advertisement. I have nothing to do with them. Sika probably will have nothing to do with them. They just pay for consultation work. I'm perplexed. I actually want to keep wearing them, but you can see the branding. Okay, oh fuck. Maybe I do know stuff about shoes. Whew. Oh man. Oh, these are really nice. Well, I genuinely was not expecting that. I thought you were going to get some constructive feedback on how I do this, because we do this for a lot of companies for different things when we talk about it, because obviously no free advertising, and you're not getting it today either. They also want to stay anonymous. Damn. I'm going to squat in these after. I'm going to do. Whew. Okay, let me see if the thumb tape sticks. We'll keep doing the session. Okay, I'm not going to lie. If someone sent me these shoes first time, I'd have been like, oh, these are a pretty great shoe. Because I like to focus my training, and then we'll reconvene after, because I was not expecting a nice shoe. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so nice. Okay, let's talk through what's kind of going on with the shoes here and just the situation and how my lifting is going. So there's a couple of more sessions later. There's a PB vertical jump and some big technical changes to my snatch. But on this session on the Tuesday, I was doing what the session was planned, which was 105s for triples and the no foot snatch, and then some heavier singles after. The heavier singles were no bueno. I did not like them. I was not happy with them. But I put on the ROM 2s after a couple of sets with the test shoes just to compare and contrast and see how things felt and see what the differences were and what I liked and didn't like. And obviously ROM 2s are goated, but these new shoes are very nice. And if someone had sent me just this model by itself as a shoe, I'd be like, you know what, this is a pretty nice shoe. This is a novel take on a weightlifting shoe. This is definitely a nice feel to the shoe. But things can be made better. Something we do quite a bit is review stuff for companies, consultation. We don't really talk about it too much or even advertise it on our page or on sikastrength.com. It's just not a major part of the business, but it is quite interesting to do it from our own point of view. And the reason I'm showing you this now is because I know you like weightlifting shoes and I like weightlifting shoes. So I thought you guys would find that quite interesting. So a couple of changes that need to be made to it, but they're definitely on the right track. I think that's like the 10th or 12th sample they've sent. So we moved on to the ROM 2s, and then we're going to work up to some singles at 130 after. And it's really funny. So Anton likes videos directly from the side to see what's going on, obviously. And it's obviously a better view, and you can see more useful markers and positions. And I know that, and he knows that. And it's so funny when you're videoing your own lifting. I knew it wasn't good enough on the session, and psychologically I was so resilient to videoing it from the side because I was like, ugh, this is going to look like shit. But here's some singles to 120, which I was pretty happy about speed-wise, so definitely in control. Bars moving fast. Mobility is good. It's getting better. Still want to improve it even more. It's definitely good at the moment and good enough, but I want better positions and better mobility to maximize everything, so I'm going to keep working on it. So here are the singles in 130. First single, I was pretty happy about. Second two singles, just not good enough. Positionally, strength-wise and speed, they're fine, but they are not the best positions for heavier weights, and they would deteriorate if I went heavier, so it's just not good enough. So I sent them the videos from the side, and you'll see later in the vlog some of the changes we made, and you'll see on the low hang session, particularly on Sunday, quite a few different changes which we'll talk through later. But in this session I finished off with some heavier snatch pulls. So snatch pull is feeling pretty strong at the moment. Obviously I've been putting a lot of work in for the last several months, much to my own detest of snatch pulls, but they are feeling a lot better. So we worked up to 150 here, 155 for sets of 3, and I'd like to go routinely above 170 or at 170 on the snatch pulls. You know what they say, snatch pull for the snatch you want and not for the snatch you have. That's a saying that's definitely not advice you should follow. And we just finished off the session with some 220 kilos for a triple. Knees are feeling great, fantastic. So the end of the week I went for a bigger AMRAP and I did a certain number of reps, but you'll have to keep watching obviously. I hit the most reps I've done at 220 since I did 220 for 10 like a year and a half ago. So these were no, and they're pretty good.
13 cents per serving. Probably less than 5% of meat chickens live free range in relatively decent condition. We eat. Probably more than 90% of all pigs live in torture camps. They spend their entire life, would increase the price per serving by another 20 cents. This is still an awful life for an animal this intelligent, but obviously it's possible. Probably less than 5% of beef cattle in the US have lifelong access to outdoor pasture. And yet, a recent German study found that it only increasing the price of beef by around 15%. The life quality of cows varies widely even within countries and have to torture animals to keep the prices insanely low. This really is all there is to it. Food in developed countries is the cheapest.
By hopefully the end of the book. explore things and keep their outline directly in order and have less of a vague kind of everything, as after Daenerys leaves the city, it's a concrete idea of how he is going to wrap them up. Victarion is either pretty simple to write or dead. Barristan is probably dead. Quentin is dead, and Daenerys' story might be a bit more complicated, but I do think that her being tied to Tyrion, Melisandre, and Victarion, and other characters, it's really weird how little Sam's plotline is being tied to that. It's not that it's going to be that intersecting with other characters. It could intersect with the
It was a luxury, such love being able to have visibility on there. It's just awesome. So it shares a great here. The first opened our doors January 2022. Oh, well, truth, no one can tell. I'm still a secret to myself. Wasted in the dark. Rush me arrested. Something we might miss. Invest your life. These bodies we will live. These bodies we will die. When you invest your love. Heart is ours, and I'll be born without a fire.
With the training volume and the training intensity, looking back, I can say, yeah, I deserved it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just thanks to how hard Alan trained for it.
He did his set, and I was like, I can do that. So this was set 4, and I go to failure. It's like, I don't know, it may be like a 15-rep set. You could potentially, you might be able to guess at what it is. Usually it's the shorter. If it's going to be shorter, I'll think about it more.
Yeah.
Like the conversation with Dr.
And I have mixed feelings about that. In one way, like, I think I haven't seen it, and maybe some of the things, some of the points that you were trying to draw.
Get overconfident about why they think someone like a
Okay, so that was a good session. So we worked up to 120 kilos for 2 sets of 2 on the low hang snatch. They started out not what Anton wanted. That technique was not what Anton wanted. But by the end, it was a lot better, a lot closer to what he wanted. Last double at 110 was good. And the 2 at 120 were definitely nice and solid, very in control, felt very strong with them, which was great. Big thing, a couple of things I was focusing on that Anton changed yesterday was, so knees out is an interesting one in the start position as you're pulling. Some lifters do it. Most of the time it's not great. I would be one of the people built for knees out. You know, shorter femurs, really strong legs, also strong glutes, but I wouldn't coach it that way. And I had a video before, Andrea Ramnoff, who pushed his knees out a lot, talked about that knees out aspect, and it's not something he thinks people should do either. So do take that with a bit of, you know, salt. But had the knees out in the start position, not outside my feet, but more towards my toe. This was primarily because my lower back isn't arched as much as I need in the start position. So this toes out gives my lower back a little bit more room. And then it was really about getting that barbell back towards the hips and not the hips coming in too soon. So in the first couple of hangs, what was happening was I wasn't really bringing the barbell back towards my hips after the knee. And as a result, I was still doing this. But by the last double at 110, I was guiding that barbell much better back towards me. So I'm pretty happy with that. Then we did some snatch pulls at 140. Nothing exciting there. I like to leave the snatch pulls super auto-regulated in the fact that if they feel really light, I will go heavy with them and take advantage. And if they don't feel amazing, then I'll do something reasonable and progressive. Then we did 220 by 7 on the back squat. It's probably as far as I'll go with that. That was purely a inhibitory way of stopping me going too heavy. They felt pretty good. Technique was nice, good back position. Knee tracking was good. Oh, I actually need to do my single leg work. Just thought of that there. And I'm happy with how the lower back and core is going. So nice progress there. Got that PB jump yesterday, so things are definitely going in the right direction. I'll start pushing that squat up again. No issues with the knee. Still need to keep on the quad tightness, but again, no knee pain squatting, so that's as much as we can hope for. Everything feels pretty good, so I'm pretty frickin' happy with that. I hope you're enjoying the vlogs. Sign up to the newsletter below. Lads, get coached. Just get on a program, get someone to help you, get the Sika Strength app. It just getting coached. It just makes everything so much easier, especially if you're watching this and you're weightlifting, just get coached. It just makes everything so much easier. I'm not even doing it from a marketing point of view where I'm like, you have to join Sika Strength. I talk about Anton all the time. Just get coached. It really, get on someone's program, get coached by someone, get help, get something from someone else. It'll just make it much better if you want some good progress. So we'll try some full snatches on Tuesday, which you'll see next week, and we'll see how the slightly new start position is and how much better I do with the barbell coming back towards me. Hopefully it'll go well. But for now, I hope you're enjoying the vlogs, and I hope you're enjoying the better audio on them. But I think I actually need to hold them here, but it's too late now because the vlog is over.